Hi friends, welcome to VTech. Today we are going to discuss about the second form of business which is available, that is partnership formation. And in the previous session we have seen the first kind of business, that is sole trading organization, where we have seen the entire business is taken care by one single person, and we have seen certain advantages and disadvantages of sole trading. So out of the disadvantages of sole trading, the other form of business which came into existence is nothing but the partnership form of organization. So today we are going to discuss about the features of partnership firm. How does a partnership firm come into existence? Different kinds of partners who are available, advantages and disadvantages of partnership form of organization. And if you can notice, partnership is just called as an improved form of sole trading business. So out of limitations of sole trading, the new form of organization which came into existence is partnership. You can just call it as a latest version of sole trading organization, where if at all, if I feel like I am single person, I could not maintain the organization, I can join few people into the organization, maybe my friends or my relatives or outside persons who are interested to carry on the same kind of business. If I meet people, like-minded people, I can bring them into my organization in the form of partners. So when you join few people into your organization, now you all partners can work together and see that you can run your business successfully. So this is one where all the people, maybe your friends or outside people, relatives who are coming into your organization to help you, will enter through an agreement called partnership deed. Right? You have an agreement when you want to join into a partnership organization, and that agreement is called a partnership deed, which talks about different people, different partners, your names, your addresses, how much capital you are bringing into the organization, what kind of works you are interested to do, how you will share your profits, and how you are responsible to the losses. So complete picture of your partnership firm will be drafted on a paper, on an agreement, and that agreement is called partnership deed. And if you can see, you have a partnership agreement or a paper just signed by all the partners of the organization. Maybe you have 2 or 3 partners or 10 partners, depending on the type of organization you select. You all sit together, make an agreement of what are the works that we have to do, how much capital we have to bring, how you have to delegate your authority, and everybody will be signing, and you will follow according to your partnership agreement the coming years. And if you can see, according to the Indian Partnership Act 1932, your partnership firm is defined as the relationship between 2 or more people who agree to share profits of the business carried on, and they also act for all, and all these partners are acting for the success of your business. So you come into an agreement according to Partnership Act 1932, the 2 or more people. If you have one single person, we are calling it as a sole trading organization. So more than 2 or more people, when you join together to work properly according to the profits, according to the agreement, that is called a partnership organization. And if you can see, the first basic feature of a partnership organization will be you will have unlimited liability. Now we will try to learn about partnership firm. Simultaneously, I will be bringing comparison between sole trading and partnership, so that once you can recall your previous session also, that is sole trading, and now I will discuss about partnership, so you can comparatively study about 2 different kinds of businesses which are available. And the unlimited liability is one where even in case of partnership also, the partners are completely liable for the losses. So if at all, if I have 2 partners with me, I and my friend have started a partnership firm, I have invested money, the person also brought money, we have gone through our business. So after 1 year, if at all we have a loss of some say 5,000 rupees, So now I have to bear the loss and my partner has to bear the loss of 5,000 according to the agreement which we have prepared at the time of formation of partnership firm. So if at all, if I don't have money with me, I have to bring my properties also. Hence, you are, according to our agreement, your liability is unlimited. Completely you have to bear according to the agreement. And number of partners, if you can see how many people can join, you have minimum of 2 people and a maximum of 10 in case of banking business and 20 in case of non-banking business. So minimum maximum number of people in a partnership firm will be 2 in case of minimum of 2 people and maximum of 10 in case of banking business and 20 in case of other businesses. And if you extend more than 20, it is not called as partnership organization. You have maximum and minimum numbers for a partnership firm. And division of labor, as I told you, you have 2 or 3 partners depending on your agreement. So all the people, work will be equally divided according to the agreement. So in case of sole trading, you have to alone bear all the work. You have to do your all work. Nobody is there to share your work. But in case of partnership, you have few people who can help you in your work. And as usual, personal contact with the customers can be maintained, but not as much of sole trading concern. And you can see joint and several liabilities. As I told you, when you join as a partnership firm, you are perfectly liable for all the liabilities made by the people according to your agreement. Agreement plays a very important role in case of partnership organization. And you can see implied authority. Here, if at all, if you come into an agreement depending upon the major decisions, whatever important decisions you take in your partnership firm, every partner has to be intimated. You cannot take your decision as a single person. For example, I and 2 of my friends have joined a partnership firm. Now I have 3 members in the partnership firm. Any decision I cannot take on my single individual. I have to consult all the other partners also, take their acceptance, then only I can make decisions in the organization. And you have transferability of shares or interest. Here he is telling you, here partner cannot transfer his share or interest in the partnership firm without informing to other partners. So here you cannot take your individual decisions. You have to sit and talk to all the partners, take their consent, and then only you can make any decisions. And then the other one is taxation, where he is talking about in case of partnership firms, you can see taxes should be paid separately. You cannot join your business income and personal income together. Your taxation, partnership, according to taxation rules, your partnership firm has to be taxed separately, not as in case of sole trading concern. And disclosure is also dissolution also. Whenever you want to dissolve your firm, that is whenever you want to close your firm, maybe sometimes one of the partner may die, or you are not unable to run your business, you want to close. Here also you have to take the consent of other partners. Without the consent of partners, you cannot carry on any single activity. In case death of any one single partner happens, the other partners have to close this business, again start another business if they are interested with a new name, right? So you can't carry on the same business as usual. And you can see we have just talked about partnership deed. This is called a partnership deed, or simply you can call it as a partnership agreement, which talks about the complete details of your partners, the amount of funds you have brought in, the amount of profits, the ratio of profits and losses which you are sharing, and what are the works that you are going to share, right? All this information should be kept on a paper, on an agreement, duly signed by all the partners of the organization.